And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Juan Soto, always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's M.Mikolas.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Jose Siri.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on an 8-game hit.
Lindor on the move. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
1 out, base is empty. The Mets off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Pete Alonso stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2 outs. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Nootbaar drop step going back. Booyah! And they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down, and now it's Mark Vientos.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Here's Starling Marte. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Marte wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the second game of the series. And that one is lifted in the air. And it falls. Vientos around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And they're up by 3. So up next, Kevin Parada trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Fouled off. He was late. Nimmo, the runner at third. Marte at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. And pitching in this game, Canning.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Ciani. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Up the middle, Acuna throws to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jordan Walker.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they can't get the out. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Hammered, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Nolan Gorman. The changeup missing. Ball 1. Gorman went deep in his most recent game. Runners at first and second with one gone. And it stays fair. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, one out. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
In the dirt. One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in St. Louis, here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. M.Mikolas back to work. Ground ball up the middle. Gorman throws out to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? His 9th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. High in the air, out to right. Burleson nabs it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Juan Soto now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up. He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Drilled out towards left center field. Ciani sizing this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. NYM-G.Canning, 28 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in the shortened 2020 season. And first offering is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Wilson Contreras in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And it's fouled away. High fly ball out to center field. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Jordan.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Cardinal DH, Jordan Walker. 3 hits and a loss last night. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. On to the 3rd inning, and now Mark Vientos. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now that left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And he's already singled in this game. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Up and in, look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Kevin Parada up now for the Mets.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's 1st and 2nd with 2 out. Kevin Parada with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. So that's 3 straight hits with 2 outs, and the bases are loaded.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. M.Mikolas will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Tank Hentz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch. Did it?
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Just missed. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Hit in the air left field. And it falls. And the leadoff man aboard. Now batting Michael Ciani.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
And that drops in for a strike. That one pulled foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hellman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what to...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here. That's his 50th career homer. It's 4-3.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now here is Ivan Herrera. First pitch misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fought off foul. Out to short. Zips it to first. 2 gone now. Nolan Gorman now at the plate. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. 4-3 New York. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jose Siri.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
One strike.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1-2.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1.
Popped up. Gorman on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm.
Runner takes off in the dirt, blocked.
No ball. 1 strike.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the 0-1. And ball 1. Next pitch is outside. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score. Throws to second. He's in there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Recognize the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. In the air, right side. Burleson makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Alec Burleson. Check swing, called strike.
You know, these cards doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball. The other way.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Contreras in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fly ball down the line. And that is a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Ball 1 there. That one ripped left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Jordan Walker. Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ripped on a line to center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for third. He'll score on the sac fly. And now they trail by 1.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And a count 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Starling Marte up to hit.
Leading off with the METS, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Hence, back to work. Marte, multi-time All-Star, 36 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And now it's even up.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Center field. Ciani. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Kevin Parada. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out. Runner at second. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And that one got a piece of him.
Take your base.
As a hitter, I'll take that all day long. An off-speed pitch, it's not going to rattle your cage too much.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Parada on second. Acuna at first. One gone. Breaking ball misses down and away. Jose Siri waiting to hit for the Mets. And a pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Siri getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. 0-1. All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And that one goes straight to the backstop. But no advance from the runners. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. One out, bases full. Liner, and this could be trouble. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Lindor zipping around third. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly transitions into a base runner. Great hustle to get all the way around to third.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Tank Hence departs, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next. Kyle Leahy taking over on the mound, on for his 20th appearance of the year. Here's Juan Soto, 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
One away with a runner at third. That's inside. 1-1.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Pops it up as he checks his swing. Contreras makes the catch, and there are two down. Here's Pete Alonso. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Ciani under it. Corrals it. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning, and they come on this bases clearing triple. It's now an 8-4 score. Back here in St. Louis, leading off, Michael Ciani. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. That one ripped right center field. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they slice into the lead. It's 8-6.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. Right through there for a strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now here is Nolan Gorman. Still only one out here in the inning. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And it's through for a hit. Runner on it. First with one gone. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. 0 for 2 in this one. Laser could be trouble. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one is upstairs. Gorman on third. Burleson at second with 1 away. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. 1 runs in. Cut off. That one throw home. Safe at the plate. What a game. We're tied at 8.
He picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the...
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Canning gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed Garrett.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Lindor. Acuna has it for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So they get 4 in the inning and have it evened up again. We're through 5. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece. And we're back. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo digs in now. 1 for 3. And fouled off. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Caught him looking for the K. And now the DH, Starling Marte. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
The 0-1. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Vientos into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Here's a 1-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Kevin Parada. Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. Mets lead 1, and this remains an 8-all tie. Back here in St. Louis, now it's going to be Jordan Walker. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit weakly on the ground. Vientos. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Michael Hellman.
The shortstop, Michael Hellman.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first. So digging in, Michael. Ciani. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Man at second.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 and 2.
This one in the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third with a wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the bottom of the sixth. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a ball evens the count. Line drive, and this might be trouble. In comes the runner from third, and it's 9-8. Around second now, going for three. The relay, he is safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And they take a 2-run lead.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
2 on, 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Gorman. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Next offering is downstairs. That's inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to third, might be 2. Good feed. That's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Mets 8. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matthew Liberatore getting loose out there. Romero also throwing. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. Now he breaks his back, makes the grab, 1 away. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That one missed. Liner, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Tying run at the plate. And that's downstairs and outside. Look out! And it hit him.
Hit by pitch. First base.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Fernandez done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Matthew Liberator into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. In for a strike. Good slider.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you gotta get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there. If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And that one is inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Rip towards third, tags the runner. What a double play that was. Inning over. Mets strand one. Can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Right fielder, Alex Burleson.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Young.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one's in there, and that's strike one. Young is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. 0-2 now. And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hard hit left side. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So now it's Nolan Arenado. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. And foul ball. High fly ball out into left center field. Siri in position. And there's 2 down. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right side. Acuna in plenty of time to first, and Contreras is retired. 3rd out, and down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it, though. It's 10-8. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Liberator in his 3rd season, 25 years old, a former 1st-round pick back in 2018. Line drive.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards 3rd, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jojo Romero gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Nimmo swings through it for strike 1. Next pitch is downstairs.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And this is inside. The tying run at the plate. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's the DH, Starling Marte. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Next one misses, and the count even 1-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Burleson. He's got it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Young back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. He swings and fouls one off. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. That one hit the knees for a strike.
2-2.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss.
Go ball. One
Throw to
strike.
second, tag, out at second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. That's the inning. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Number 56.
Kevin Parada up now for the Mets.
Helsley.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Helsley is just 1 strike away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
2 down, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Siri. And a swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And now the count is even. Tying run at the plate. They're down to their final strike.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Trailing by 4 runs can be pretty tough, especially when there's good pitching on the other side. But these players just kept fighting. They never gave up. And that's why they got back in the ball game and came away with the win in this one.
And this one ends the final 10-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi saying so long